Welcome back. Today's video is about the database that you can find in this link here. This is the repository database of all the stocks that are in the effective volume website. If we click here, we can download here the general file, Excel file that includes all the data of all the stocks in the database. So you can see here that you have information about stocks, about the sectors, about active boundaries, and then you have the way to select the worst stocks. You have a way to find the ranking pyramid and then the supply information. So let's go through these sheets one by one. So here is the stock sheets. You can see that we have about 1,200 stocks. These are the most important stocks, the most highly traded stocks, and these are ranked by rating here. We see the highest rating are on the top and the lowest rating are at the bottom. Okay. Here you have the date of the last update, and here the date of the last update for each stock. Okay, you have the sector name for each stock, active boundary signal. When it's high, it means that the stock is close to the lower boundary, so it means that it's a good spot to buy. That is here the strength of the total effective volume, the extension, so how much buying is coming into the stock. You have the supply level, how much propensity people are there to sell stock, to propose stocks for shares. You have the large effective volume ratio, which is between minus 125 and plus 125, and so on. So you have all this information, you have the sector status, the sector ranking, and of course you can start sorting all this information. Okay. So here is the information about sectors. You can see in this sheet that sectors are ranked by the 2 days trust, which means how much money has come into each sector for the past 2 days. For example, what is important here is to compare this trust to the 20-day price change. For example, hospital, we can see that there's been huge money coming in the sector in the past 2 days, but the price is high already. So it means that this money is already in the price. If you buy hospitals here, you are not the first to buy. Drillers are interesting. We can see that big amount of money is coming into drillers. Drillers are oil drillers, oil or natural gas drillers. But you can see the price is negative, so it's most probably short covering activity. There's something going on. Maybe it's worthwhile to look into that sector and to try to find out what is going on. Okay, we can continue down, and let's see the worst sectors. For example, the rail. You have really money going out of the railroad stocks, and the price is down. So it means that this sector is crashing basically. If you want to short this sector, you are probably rather late. Another sector that is interesting here is the software security. Software security, you see the price for the past 20 days has been quite high, but in the past 2 days people have been selling a lot. So okay, when you see that, you want to go and have a look at this sector and see what is going on. So for example, let's go back here. I will go select database. The software security is inside of the technology, and here I click software security, and I can see that, okay, I will make it smaller. I can see that here really people have been selling. The price is, people have been selling and the price is pulling back. So you can see here that whenever people have been selling a lot, the price will snap back up. So these could be buying opportunities. So when I see that, I would go and visit the list of stock in the sector and then write down the name that could snap back up in the next days or whenever this sector issues a buy signal. I will just quickly click here, and we can see already the first one, Symantec. Symantec is attracting money, it's pulling back to support, so that could be a good stock. So there are other stocks, but that is the idea on how to use this information. Okay, so let's go back here. That is the information on the sectors, the active boundaries information. Okay, this information is used by the supply data in real time, but you can see what is the price, the last price, and the level of the different boundaries. That is basically what it is. I don't use it a lot because it's kind of tedious, but the information is there if you want to have it. Here is an interesting sheet because it shows you a ranking of all the sectors by the 20-day price strength. And among the worst sectors, here we select the worst stocks. So if you want to short stocks, maybe these are stocks you can short. And below here are the best stocks that are among the worst sectors, and you can see there are many drillers. It means that really there is money moving in the drillers, and that indicates that the drillers are in the short covering mode. Okay, here the next sheet is the pyramid ranking. Okay, these are the best potential buy or short ideas that I pulled out of the whole database and that could be interesting to trade for the next day. I explained this in the stock selection video. And finally here you have the supply table. The supply table is simply a ranking of the stocks that are either in a weak supply or in a high supply. So here in green are the stocks whose supply is lower than 5%, but which can display a very strong accumulation. It means that money is moving into these stocks. I will expand this one here. Okay, here we can see that money is moving out of all these stocks. So by just looking at the size of the boxes, you can clearly see that this market is under pressure because there are a lot of stocks that have a high supply level with a lot of money pushing out of these stocks. Okay, that is for this video. Now let's go to the next video.